Good. I hope
Oh, no.
everybody enjoyed that.
Take it back.
Anyway, we'll call the meeting to order. It's July 16th, 2025, and this is a regular monthly meeting for July. And we'll begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And I'd like to introduce our new clerk, Caroline. She's doing all the planning board work now. And I have to figure out somehow to get Johnny Crossley off my contact list. He's not listed, but my computer thinks it's still Johnny sitting at her desk. Oh, that might help. Oh, okay. Anyway, and to help you with names with faces, could you do the roll call vote to establish, or roll call to establish that we have a quorum? Or Peggy?
I can do that.
And great, then you match
Kenneth Quinn,
here.
Earl Toussaint,
Here.
Reed Stevens.
Here.
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 All right, we have a quorum.
Caroline and I worked together I was consulting with Carthage Hospital for a number of years and she was in charge of medical records.
Great. Okay, we have minutes to review from the June meeting. Which was a long meeting.
Jefferson Street. Where's that be? Main Street.
It should be Main Street, right? Yeah. Jefferson Street, or is that the little
Oh.
side street, or is that just,
She does, that's her residence.
oh, okay.
Uh, so maybe we should have something in here that for the property to specify the location.
Oh, that's that wall on the side.
Yeah.
The what?
That wall we were talking about, make sure it's on her property.
Right,
Spider wall.
but you're just saying that's her where she lives. Her drive,
Oh,
yeah,
Yeah. So I was just saying condition
yeah.
for the
yeah.
change in use for the Main Street business
I'm sorry.
or something like that.
That's okay. I'm sorry. I misunderstood.
Just to clarify.
I'm new.
Oh, no, you're right. You're right, though. There should be something here that says like what property you're looking at.
Yes, like, yeah, sometimes the person puts like Jamie's address and then the property that they're representing. And so but I could see if somebody was going back later, that might be confusing. Okay, any other suggestions or revisions for these? Good job, Peggy. There's a lot of stuff.
Motion to approve the minute?
Are we good? Okay, Merle made a motion to approve. A second.
I'll second.
Thank you, Mike. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed?
Abstain, I was not here.
Thank you. The report to the village board, which was, their meeting was last evening. And I did mention that, recent downtown business changes and signage, and there's new business at Madison Barracks. We're having to look at sign regulations, and it has stirred a little discussion in the community of like, are our sign regulations up to date? Is there anything that should be changed? So I was starting to put that in writing, and then I wasn't really sure what would be asking for. So I just mentioned it last night that we have some businesses that don't really appear to be in compliance with the sign regulations, yet we're asking new businesses to create signage that is in compliance. So perhaps we need to be more assertive about enforcement or change the regulations. For example, you can have one fluttering flag, you can have one sandwich board, and you can have your signage that complies with the square footage. But we have a couple businesses that have a couple fluttering open signs and one or two sandwich signs and a parking sign and a bit store or business sign out by the road, a business sign on the building. So downtown can appear cluttered with signs.
Yeah.
But
It doesn't come in front of us when.
right, so it's kind of like creep,
Yeah, that's,
sprawl, sign sprawl. And either it needs to be addressed or change the law. So when we're sitting here telling somebody, you can't have 5 signs, well, they do. So,
The sandwich boards, the one we just did was temporary,
that's
60
to be
days.
the,
or is that just like what?
oh,
she
the
has?
little stick in the ground one was 60 days, the one with the little
Okay,
bear.
but the sandwich. board,
Sandwich boards can be taken in and out daily, but for
like the
example,
flag.
right. But there are businesses that leave them out all the time.
Yeah.
So it's sort of, and 1 or 2 flags out all the time. And so I just mentioned that last night with the village board, and they said, well, maybe we'll look at it and get a little committee with a couple planning board members and somebody else to look at. So I don't know where that will go. Okay. Under old business. I gave you a copy of an email to Lawler Commercial Properties after our meeting, and a copy of the rationales that we verbally provided last month. And I gave you a copy just so you know, and that it's, I wanted it attached to the minutes. So there's a paper trail of this, because as Merle suggested, maybe now there's another door. And so maybe the compliance isn't happening. So the enforcement officer asked that we discuss it and put it on record that we asked clearly in writing for a new plan, and that has not been provided. So that's old business. Also under old business, we asked the Millers to provide documentation of combining their 2 lots, so that when they do their addition and porch, they will have a larger lot, and they provided proof of that from the county clerk's office, the combining the 2 lots and filing it as one larger lot. So that's in the file. Okay, under new business. Application 25-21, James Bray for a project located at 209 West Main Street. Site plan review request for exterior alterations of the porch and a rear ramp and installation of heat pumps. It's in the village core and, excuse me, requires site plan review. We have a public hearing scheduled. It's in the National Register District. And Jamie is here representing his project. Would you like to explain a little bit more?
Yeah, basically, a lot of it we're doing is deferred maintenance. And the ramp in the back is deteriorated, the railings are unsafe, the railings on the porch up and down are getting bad. So the owner would like to remove those ramp in the back and make it a sidewalk. Doesn't really need a wheelchair access to the back there. And then as you look at the building on the back, there's a ramp and then that goes onto a small deck, about 5 feet by 7 feet. He'd like to extend that out towards the street. Whatever.
I think you said 12 feet.
Yeah, I think it's about 12 feet. And he just wants to create a little seating area there for the apartment.
You know which building this is? The gray one that Renzi's built, right?
Yes.
Like 20 or 15 years ago. It had, it has had a business on the first floor.
Yeah, got a real estate office in there right now.
Is that beside the brick front building?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So it was for sale. It's been purchased and now the new owners.
He wants to update it, just to make, a lot of it's safety issues, the railings are. It's hard to find a good wooden railing, so that the composites are wood with the polymers and resins, so they're a lot stronger. They're maintenance free. Once they're painted, they'll look the same as what's there. He's very conscious of keeping the village, keeping the nature of the village to what he
Yeah.
wants. And then the ramp, the ramp just is shot, so he doesn't need a ramp, so he'd rather have a support concrete sidewalk there. Concrete sidewalk that comes up the side where the parking lot drive is, attach that.
This is not part of your application, but just out of curiosity, is the current new use going to be 2 apartments?
No, he hasn't decided, and if he hasn't decided what to do with the downstairs. I think probably now the use is office, I would think, and he may come before the board at some point. He's talking about maybe some kind of tourism related business,
Mm-hmm.
something
Yeah,
along those lines. But for now, we're just gonna
work on the building.
spruce that up inside, make it pretty.
Okay.
Modern, more efficient lighting and the heat pumps for energy efficiency as well.
Thank
The
you.
composite deck flooring, and right now it has pressure treated deck, painted deck flooring on it. The composite just looks exactly the same, only you don't ever have to paint it again. Pretty much the same. I think the boathouse or the brew pub has this stuff. One is, I know when we're on this building, I can see composite.
Yeah.
I was surprised when I asked Jim Corbett about it. He said it wasn't on the approved list. I said, I could see 2 of them with it right from where I'm standing, but
Yeah,
it looks the same, only it's maintenance free.
yeah,
That's pretty much it.
okay.
I'm
Well, we-
also, I'm repairing some of the, it has a cement siding on it.
Uh-huh.
Some of that's deteriorated, some of the trims deteriorated, just doing maintenance on that, making the building
Right.
nicer.
But that would be routine maintenance and repair. We don't have to.
And Jim told me the heat pumps, he said it wasn't, he didn't think it was covered by the law, but he wasn't sure, so he said I should put those on there. I know the cement, the brick building right next to us has cool right on the side.
Yeah.
These ones, he's gonna mount them down on the ground and vegetation.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's anything in the law about that, but it has popped up on a couple projects.
Probably ubiquitous because they're such an energy saver.
Right, right. Well, okay, we can get into, if there are any other questions about, we need to take care of seeker. There were two things in those seeker form that I wanted to change, and I'll give you my copy. So you can have it for the record, just page 2. It's the I checked, yes, that it does take village planning board review, and I'll give you my paper so you can. And then page 13, about, it's a mile, a little more than a mile to the, or Seaway Trail, Scenic Byway in the National Register District. So I can give you that, but other than that, everything looked good to me. And the environmental or resource concerns would be alterations to the land or impact on historic resources. But it seems reasonable to determine that there's no significant adverse impact on the environment for this project. So I'd like to make that motion.
Second it.
Thank you, Dick. All in favor? Aye. Okay, so we've taken care of that. I'd like to open the public hearing for comment on the interior improvements. Do we have anybody on Zoom? No comment for the hearing. We'll close the hearing. Okay, so we have our application. Materials are the 2 heat pumps and adding new concrete sidewalk and composite material for the decking on the front porch and the rear deck. And it's going to match the existing materials on the structure. So there's not a color issue.
Actually, it's the same.
Right, right. So typically, we talk about materials needing to identify, well, personally, I feel that's adequate. But, do you know where the heat pump will be on the structure? I'm just curious.
Talk to the heating contractor. So it's gonna be on the side. So those heat pumps will be, I do know. I don't know exactly, but
Right,
it's gonna be on the side that faces the brick building.
where their heat pump,
Exactly.
heat pump alley.
Heat pumps are here and obviously.
Yeah.
The deck, beside the brick, the,
Just, there's a tree there, a big shrub, and they're kind of gonna be tucked in. kind of
Okay.
behind that. There's another tree there that's weed basically that's growing up.
So,
Maintenance on the building has been deferred.
he said beside the deck or like in front of the deck towards the,
It would
Main
be
Street.
against the building, the deck would end here and the heat pump would be back here tucked in the corner. So if the deck is, the street is up here.
towards the back or towards the front of the lot?
The deck goes all the way to back.
it's like the heat.
The existing deck.
Yeah, that's
Will be there.
right. Got it.
Any further questions or considerations?
Move, we have a complete application.
I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
It's nice to see a new owner take with care for the maintenance on Main Street.
Yeah, these, actually, I think that, I don't know if they did the landscape before July 1st or July 4th, they're talking about trying to be outside. Partly my fault because when I called Jim Corbin to get a permit in June, he's like, no, that stuff is not on the list, so. I was unable to get the whole
I
thing
see.
through stuff for the 4th of July. I'll be working next week with approvals.
Sure. That's fine. Any additional questions, concerns?
Move to approve.
Second.
Thank you, Dick and Merle. All in favor? Aye.
Was that our hearing?
We did the hearing and nobody said a thing,
Okay.
so we're good. That's why you didn't hear it.
Yeah.
All right, you're set, Jamie. Thank you.
I do find interesting the term deferred maintenance.
Well,
That's-
Like-
correct, but you know me, I'm not that good at it. No, they let it run. The railings, on the ramp in the back, I mean, what a car, they're all.
Okay, the next project, 24, 25, and 24 Haldeman, West Broad Street. Site plan review to reconstruct an existing addition to the structure, an unknown date of that. And it too has deferred maintenance, not on the current owner's part.
I was gonna say. You did a little.
So anyway, we have a public hearing scheduled. And would you like to explain a little bit more about your project? I mean, we can get into it. But just, you know, a little overview maybe if,
Yeah, so the project would be to take the existing kitchen extension. Like I said, we don't know when it built, but a lot of people here know who built it.
I can't remember, one of the mayors.
Yeah, anyway,
oh, did you say,
Mayor.
right, that was a long time ago.
It was, yeah. Jackson.
Yeah,
anyway, so some parts of it were done very well, but other parts were done poorly. So unfortunately, for us to fix some air leaks and some water leaks and, add insulation, remove the rotted material.
There's a lot of product.
Yeah, the roof that. Well,
Yeah.
it's all, deferred maintenance, like I said.
It's pretty much rotting.
So the project would be, so the structure's the problem. So, but we propose to have a contractor come, fix the walls. The contractor said it would be easier to remove most of it, if not all of it, keep the existing foundation, probably keep the floor, and then rebuild from there. So we added on to the project since, we're gonna do that much work. So we thought we should reconfigure the windows. So we're adding windows and moving, and also we wanted to add a 10x6 mudroom, so 60 square feet.
it's funny how that happens with projects.
Yeah. It grew a little bit. So, and then, there's currently one door out. The mudroom will have two doors, and then we're gonna use basically a sliding or French door on the back to go in the patio area. So from one door to three doors.
Okay,
Yeah. To put it back together on the inside.
A lot.
so that's your kitchen now. So you're going to be disrupted.
Yeah.
Looking outdoors.
Well, we have the laundry room has a sink. So we set up a little mini kitchen in the laundry room. And then we have the carriage house, we have. The barbecue, so.
Yeah.
Big part.
Yeah,
We don't really have a choice.
yeah.
We have the sandwich, we have.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have the seeker form. And similarly, there's a little change on page 2, site plan review. And the same thing, page 3. Lots of people miss that.
Oh, that's the Seaway Trail.
Yeah, and then it's a National Register district. There's no secret police on any of this stuff, but never know, every now and then.
Is the Seaway Trail still,
It still exists, even though their office is closed. I mean, there is no this on paper,
yeah,
so I don't really know if it really exists, but questions on there and there's signs all over the place, so. Okay. I'd like to open the public hearing to deconstruct and reconstruct this portion of the house.
Yes.
James Gray, Stony Point, Henderson. They have exquisite taste, care about the village, historic nature, house, you should love the river.
Thank you so much.
Asset to the village.
Thank you, Mr.
Not
Bray.
paid, so not actors.
So sweet.
Well, similarly with the project you were representing, we don't review heat pumps officially. It's not in the law, but they can be installed in a very awkward position on a structure and create an eyesore on a building, or at least something you're like, that's weird. Why'd they put it there? And they can be placed and concealed very effectively now. And I have confidence as representing the project that you would guide that decision, even though it's not your element necessarily.
Aesthetics are.
Right. I've seen what, four of your projects? Yeah. So we're familiar with your work. Yes. Good work. Okay, so, seeker and no hearing. I mean, we had hearing, no comment. So, materials, you're gonna make it look like it looks, but you're gonna add some windows and doors. So I think we will need to have a little more information on it's a Pella door, peach tree, French door. Yeah, so if you could assemble that and you know, a lot of that's a link on the computer now. It's like, oh, this is the door we're getting ordered. Maybe print that off, assemble a list. I mean, it's okay to say it will look just like what was there, but where you're adding new windows and doors. Yeah, I know, but,
The document.
Yeah.
Extending that building. out.
yeah, okay, so you already have that.
I got it.
Yeah. And then like I like your computer drawing of what it will look like, which is this, you know, in keeping with the style of the structure rather than that.
Yeah, my opportunity those first.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So,
We are saying, it's for the $20.
It's over here.
That's.
It's over there.
The existing structure actually
Leave
went
that.
over part of the
This
historical
is the
window.
Broad Street side.
And now all of that is starting to rot.
Yeah, and this is,
So
Yeah.
all of
This
that.
is Scott
will be
and Jillian over
constructed,
here,
so-
or their pool.
And then
wondering
a lot of
how
the
does this meet the
buildings
setback?
that are on
They got a whole driveway and stuff.
we've had mills.
Oh, that's right.
They got a lot of room.
That's right.
nice. Yeah, no, it's, I know. Okay.
house is this?
Can I ask a
Green one?
question?
Yes,
This, is this structure gonna be extended back?
no,
You're gonna tear
No,
this
it's not.
down?
It's great.
This is
Um,
it will be gone.
Hamilton
It's
Street,
Yeah.
It's
rebuilt.
Yeah.
one, there's a house on Hamilton
Okay.
Broad, and it's next door to that, a really deep lot.
Yep. Okay.
Are you changing the pitch of that? So
A little bit steeper.
it'll go up a little, it'll still be below the windows,
We below the windows.
but it'll be a little lower on the other
Yeah.
side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to look at the,
That's a bad idea.
really build up. I think.
It does, once you look at it, it does stick
Build
out.
up
You
on
can
that.
just tell it
Oh, my
was
goodness.
stuck on there.
Remember when it was built, and everybody said, why the hell did you do that?
Oh, really? No.
Oh, yeah.
Can't find any, pictures of the home, from before we owned it, but I'd sure like to find some. Before that box was added on the house. Two boxes.
Yeah.
Um,
No,
Yeah, I don't think so. That's what it says. Those. Yeah, that's what I was.
Is it the blue house?
Yes,
Oh,
it used to be yellow.
oh, okay. I never.
when the guy built
North
that, it was
Broad
gray.
Street.
It was great.
More like a army or a navy ship gray.
We approved the fence last month.
We
Yeah.
did the, yeah, the fence last month.
Yes, our fence.
Okay.
They were just confirming which.
Yes.
I remember that addition was originally a garage.
Oh, you think, oh,
When
maybe
we
it
moved in, I
was.
think that was a garage.
Beautiful house. Did a nice job.
The Capizella changed it over.
Divided into units.
Yeah, I looked at that a long time ago to rent like an apartment on the, I
Yes.
didn't end up renting a,
We restored it back to one.
yeah,
So
it's a
all
really, really nice house.
house. It's been, I mean, we've had it for about 6 years.
Yeah.
Lots of love.
It's one home with two addresses.
Yeah.
Still.
204 and 206.
Huh.
I think, I don't know if you knew Rose Hanson.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they owned it,
did,
right?
Yeah,
They did.
Yeah,
yeah, they,
Putting a roof on this.
saved it. Yeah, I think they did that to a couple houses.
Yeah. We bought it,
Oh, yeah, it's got like a dormer coming off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but actually the.
and then, but he's also putting on that wall. like
Dick
around
said
the
when
top.
they moved into the area,
I
that
remember it being a garage.
kitchen was a garage.
Oh, really?
And
Yeah,
then, so
before-
I don't remember
and I think
that, but
Capizella,
yeah.
Capizella's wanted to change it over to be living space.
I see.
So somebody tacked the garage on before they did, and I don't
Yeah.
know.
Little basement, yeah. Yeah.
So wine cellar.
Okay, well, so, I mean, I think it's all good. I would like to move this forward. We just need to have those documents on your, or, you know, the details. So, do,
So we don't have a complete application.
right, but we could,
We could approve pending receipt of the materials list.
okay.
So move.
Second.
Thank you, Dick and Merle. So, a motion to approve the application pending with the condition.
We did seeker.
We did see.
Maybe we didn't approve
We
it.
did seeker, but we didn't make a motion on it.
Oh, my goodness.
We're out of order.
So lax. Okay, I'd like to make a motion that there is no significant adverse impact on the environment.
Second,
Thank you, Craig.
take your pick.
All in favor? Aye.
Now,
And then Dick.
now we'll approve contingent on receiving the materials list.
Great.
Second.
Thank you, Dick and Merle. All in favor?
Uh,
Aye. Any opposed? Great. So you're clear. Just get that stuff in and you can get,
Bring it to the clerk's office.
Yeah. yeah, or sometime too.
By midnight tonight.
Got it.
Great. Yeah.
There's prices on the list, though.
What's that?
Hey, right?
Sure.
Yeah, you can cross that out if you don't want us to know.
So many people that know I get a better price than
Thank you.
Thanks.
See you in the morning.
Yep. Yeah, good night.
Take
I need
care.
that swim.
All right.
We locked up your Friday.
Uh, oh, that's it.
Quick question. When I went into the website, look at the minutes.
The minutes were not. They weren't done until this afternoon.
No, any minutes.
Any minutes? No, they're on there.
The planning board, I went into the,
Okay.
I popped on it about 5 times and couldn't find any planning board minutes. There was a trustee, a village trustee minute sitting in there.
Okay, I can show you how to
Oh,
find it.
Ah, it's a secret. That's everything we got tonight?
What's that?
That's everything we've got?
Yeah, that's all,
Did
yeah.
Kim said something about Lawler, or we're gonna wait because of?
Yeah, I don't know, like, what to, I mean, we don't have anything to do. I just wanted it in the record that Lawler didn't respond to us and now
Okay,
we're,
and that's in the record.
so we just sit tight, I think.
Good, then I'll move to adjourn.
All right.
Well, don't we have to talk about the other ongoing items or no?
Well,
That's just-
yeah, just, I was taking a look at that. The Lakeview subdivision at Madison Barracks, that's still being reviewed by the village board. The paving was the last outstanding item that's lingering, that apparently like it puddles in a heavier rain, so then they were going to do, and they paved, but it didn't solve it, so they were putting in some kind of drain. So that's still hanging over them. The next one, forms, Dave Altieri and I have met too many times and he's revised them. I need to get together with him one more time because each time we look at them, we find some other thing that doesn't make sense. But we really need to document, especially in the historic review board things, like what we just did with the laundromat to say it's not acceptable. So hopefully we get that done. And along, then that last thing, acceptable windows and doors, that's so Jim Corbin can, someone can call and say, we want to replace windows. And if they're on the approved list, he can just do it without having the person come to us. And then Stacy started that and found that paper copies of this is the Pella door, so forth, don't readily exist. It's pretty much an online document. So maybe you remember, he suggested we create an online catalog, but we never went anywhere with that. And Johnny was maybe gonna start to finish that up for us, but he didn't. And so we're still kind of without any, and similarly, the paint color book, and that seems to have disappeared. But that's the same sort of thing. Someone wants, right, someone wants to paint and they're like, I want a historic color that's in the approved list. Now we don't even have the binder.
The binder's gone?
Yeah, I used it this summer for Jane Shee. I came in and I copied, so it was here in May, June. But I don't know where it is, and Peggy doesn't know. So anyway, we have those details to take care of.
so we want to have a example of windows that can be,
Right, so it reduce site plan review for us, like if as an example, the addition we approved for Gilbert, which was John Dean's house on Main Street. After we approved the addition, the owners decided they would like to replace windows on the existing house. That's something that would need site plan review. But if the windows are on the list that Jim or the planning board has approved, he can tell them, yes, you can do it because those are acceptable windows. And I think there's a degree of discretion that if they are appropriate for that style of house. But, so I believe he was able to give them approval saying, well, your windows in your addition were approved and you're gonna match your existing window or replacement with the same windows, that's okay. But that should all be compiled somewhere as a digital document or something online.
When
But
I did my house, we did our house, that would have been, we submitted the thing in 2008. And at that point in time, the planning board couldn't approve crank out windows. Had to be a double hung window.
oh, on your, yeah,
Yeah. Which really was better.
yeah.
Yeah. it was-
As far as the style in the
Yes,
neighborhood
Yes.
or the,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah, I think, and when you go to now, if you go to an electronic or an online, that stuff changes so fast.
right. So it's gonna be a maintenance
Even more difficult.
nightmare.
Yeah.
Not for me to do.
These maybe wording so that we're not approving, you can't blanket approve styles. Like we had an issue, I think, with contractor, having problems running into the same style shingle
Right,
that was used, that was on the
Right.
list, but I don't know how to tackle it, but the wording that would be, I don't know, like. just- Yeah,
right. We were struggling with, last month, that porch roof, was it shingle or not? And if it was, it needs to be Camelot 3. Was that the name of it? Like. Oh.
Yeah, and those names have changed.
Speaking of that project that we reviewed, the addition, there was a little controversy since then with the neighbor that claims they didn't know about the project and that we should have notified them. And they're very upset about the construction. And they said, how could you do this and not tell us? I said, well, that's an allowed use. We're not required to send a letter to you. Well, how would we know? Well, there's a public hearing notice. Well, we don't read those. Well, I realize most people don't read newspaper public hearing notice,
it's my responsibility.
but that's the way the law is. Well, can't you, I said, and we had a public hearing and nobody said anything. Well, we didn't know, that sort of thing.
Which property?
On Main Street, the yellow house, it's, Don and Mary Jo Dean's daughter and son-in-law own it.
Across from the
Next.
post office.
Recky? Recky's?
Cross,
Tarekis are the neighbors, I think.
like what they're doing on the back?
Yeah,
Oh,
so it's close to the property line. But those are narrow lots and we did an amendment. Remember, they did the
found-
survey and they found the lot was different.
That's right.
And we were looking at the survey and we said, as long as the addition meets the side yard setbacks, the amendment is okay because it's going to make it more consistent. So that one, but they were very upset and there were a few phone calls from people lobbying on their behalf. And it's like, there's nothing we could do. There's no provision to open it up for discussion and let someone else complain and then reconsider the decision. That's a lawsuit right there. It's like, it's done unless you want to challenge our decision.
And there are places that, I know when they built a new garage behind me. We were not notified because it fit within all the setbacks and all that stuff and, but I sure as hell wish I had known about it because I knew what
Right,
the water issues were at that area.
yeah,
And they continued to be an issue for me, but
right.
it was, because I think I asked Jim at the time, he said, because had it been a ZBA problem with setbacks and stuff, yes, then you get a letter.
Or like a special permit,
Right.
you
It
get the
wasn't.
letter. So, and that could be something that could be discussed, but that would, think of all the things we do as site plan
Oh, my
review.
goodness, yes.
Think of the extra work that would be.
on every project, yeah,
Every-
notifying.
Just like, hey, you might want to come. They're gonna put in a new window,
Yeah,
I ain't, like, how do you know if it's something significant? You don't want to be discretionary. It's like, oh, this is a big deal. Let's call them. This is not a big, we could have a totally different view of what's a big deal or not. So anyway, I just thought I'd mention it that they were upset. I think it's calmed down now.
you put.
Yeah.
You put you don't put your agenda out ahead of time, do you? Or is there,
Is it posted?
It generally is posted, and public hearings are posted. You know, these public hearings are posted on your website.
They are.
But the only ones that are required to have neighbor letters are subdivisions, the change in use
Special
and
permits.
special permit. Yeah.
And there's a lot of things in special permit, like the credit union ITM facility,
Right.
you know. Because those are the things that are not automatically allowed by right. You have to prove that it's a fit. Whereas an addition that meets the setbacks and architectural guidelines, you can add on. So anyway, that's all.
Now I
So
move to adjourn.
Second.
Thank you, thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Gotta get home and watch my
Right.
favorite girl, Caitlin Clark in the
Oh,
Aha.
Indiana Fever.
you got the fever, huh?
Bunch of guys.
Tax, yeah.
I'm gonna go home to class.
I bet.
Yeah. Had a PET scan this morning.